The grove of Ashenvale in a realm where twilight draped the earth like a mourner's shroud, and gnarled cliffs loomed under a sky of smoldering embers, stood the grove of Ashenvale, a sanctuary of ancient trees whose branches whispered of eternity. At its heart grew the giving tree, its boughs heavy with silver fruit, its roots deep in sacred soil, blessed by the eternal gardener to provide for the village of Valeholt. The tree was tended by Leora, a gardener whose heart mirrored its generosity, her hands offering fruit to the weary. Valeholt's people, once grateful, grew selfish, hoarding the tree's gifts while doubting the gardener's provision. Beyond the grove, a darker presence stirred, Lucifer, the fallen one, his voice a chilling mist, weaving greed to uproot Leora's selflessness, as he had in Eden and would in Blackthorn, seeking to sever God's root of sacrificial love. The gardener's gift Leora knelt beneath the giving tree, her hands gathering silver fruit, its glow warm against her weathered fingers. Her mother, the gardener before her, had taught her the charge. Share the tree's gifts, Leora, for the gardener's love flows through it. After her mother's death and storm, Leora honored the vow, her fruit feeding Valeholt's poor, her prayers rising with the tree's sap. The villagers, led by Gavrin, a wealthy tanner, scorned her generosity. Your giving depletes the tree, Leora, hoard its fruit. Her brother, Terran, urged her to sell the harvest. Sister, take gold for yourself. A shadow curled through the tree's roots, whispering, keep the fruit. The gardener demands too much. Leora's heart ached. The villagers greet a thorn in her soul. She prayed by the tree, Lord, let me give as you do. The shadow's voice grew colder. Your God forgets you. Save yourself. Yet a memory of her mother's hands sharing fruit with beggars steadied her, like Eli's generosity in the feast of abundance. Leora distributed the fruit, its silver glow of defiance, echoing Rahab's scarlet cord in the fall of Jericho. The temptation's frost months passed, Valeholt's fields withering under a creeping frost, the villagers hoarding food while the poor starved. Gavrin demanded the tree's branches for firewood. Your giving freezes us, Leora. Terran, visiting, pleaded, sell the fruit, sister. We'll starve. The shadow, now a frost weaving through the tree's leaves, hissed, hoard the harvest. The gardener's promise is empty. Leora's heart wavered, her hands clutching the silver fruit, imagining gold for warmth, food, a life without toil. The shadow purred, you deserve ease. One night, as winds howled through Ashenvale, Leora stood beneath the tree, its branches trembling. The shadow loomed, its form a frost-reed specter. Your sacrifice is vain. God abandons you. Tears fell, but Leora prayed, show me your love, Lord. A vision flickered, a radiant tree, its fruit feeding a village revived by shared bounty. The vision faded, but its warmth lingered, like the heart's glow in the keeper to flame. Leora shared the fruit, her hand steady, defying the shadow's chill, her heart echoing Kale's mercy in the weaver of mercy. The trials of sacrifice the frost deepened, ice encasing Valeholt's fields, the villagers' greed growing. Gavrin's followers raided the grove, stealing fruit, shouting, your tree curses us. Leora, weakened, faced hunger, her faith tested like Terran's in the sower in the storm. One dusk, a child, Aaron, stumbled to the tree, starving, her eyes pleading. I'm hungry, she whispered. The shadow roared, keep your fruit. But Leora gave Aaron the last silver apple, her heart echoing the Good Samaritan's compassion. Why give? Aaron asked. Leora smiled. Because the gardener provides. The shadow hissed. Fool, you'll starve. Leora's faith faltered, her dreams haunted by barren branches. Yet she recalled the vision, her mother's charge, and the scroll of John. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life, 15:13. She prayed, Lord, let my giving bear fruit. Aaron, revived, stayed by Leora, her small hands gathering fallen twigs to warm the poor, their generosity a spark in gloom, like Alia's courage and standard of valor. The tree's bounty years passed, Leora's hair silvered, her hands scarred, yet she tended the giving tree, Aaron and Terran now her companions. Gavrin, softened by Leora's sacrifice, brought wood to warm the grove, his heart humbled. One dawn, the frost lifted, a golden light breaking through. The trees' branches heavy with fruit. Valeholt's fields bloomed, the villagers sharing their harvests, their greed undone. The giving tree's silver apples fed thousands, its boughs sheltering the weary. Aaron, inspired, tended the grove, and Taran, repentant, gay as gold to the poor, like Soren's redemption in the wanderer's return. The shadow fled, its greed shattered, like Lucifer's retreat in the curse of the dark fiend. Valeholt flourished, the grove a sanctuary, the villagers' prayers rising with the tree's sap, like the Israelites' praise post-Jericho. Aaron, now a gardener, carried Leora's charge, her hand sharing fruit, like Ellen's fire guiding the lost and the wanderer's return. The eternal gift Leora's tree became a legend, the grove of Ashenvale a symbol of God's sacrificial love. Like Eli's multiplied loaves in the feast of abundance, travelers spoke of the gardener who gave all, her story reaching Blackthorn, where Mira drew strength against the dark fiend schemes. Lucifer, retreating, plotted anew, but Leora's selflessness stood, a root no frost could break, pointing to the Savior's ultimate gift, moral, God's teaching on selfless giving, as in John 15, verse 13, blessed is through sacrifice, overcoming greed's lies, as Jesus taught. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends, John 15, verse 13. This parable mirrors Eli's generosity in the Feast of Abundance, Rahab's faith in the fall of Jericho, and Alia's courage and standard of valor, resisting Lucifer's greed and the curse of the dark fiend. The tree's fruit echoes a redemptive hope post the shattering of Eden, while Aaron's devotion reflects the woman at the well's transformation.
Thanks for watching. Share God's love and subscribe for daily Bible inspiration. God bless you.